Alright, welcome to EVE Online. EVE Singularity. I'm Major Freak. Let's take a quick, I'll try to make this short, quick look at the training queue, plans and catalog, and everything about it, and contrast that with the new character sheet. So, we've got the agency. We've got the discovery thing. We've got a whole bunch of panels that look kind of like the similar coding they've got now. We can enlarge this, but we can't shrink it too far. We can enlarge it a lot. I think we can. Can we make it huge? How big? Yeah. Okay, so we can make that huge, right? We can't adjust the size of this at all. I'm sure most of us have given up even thinking about asking them to change that. I know, right? But this thing, why can't we see the feet? It's just curious. Why? You're trying to make this Black Desert Online. We get it. We know you like to milk whales. We know you love microtransactions. Don't lie. Why can't we see the feet? What are you hiding? You guys code mostly on, like, you fix things when you're embarrassed about it. When you're thoroughly embarrassed by the community laughing at you, you'll fix it. So you're just basically, your whole design philosophy is not be embarrassed. So what are you hiding with not showing the feed? It's like, okay, I've just shown you that it's either not, just make it like the agency, or allow us to maximize it. And if we can't minimize it, why are you minimizing the feet? There's no functional use out of forcing us not to open this fully. So why? It just seems weird. Anyways, what they should have done, and this is cutting it, the long story short, you can watch the take 1 and take 2 if you want, but they should really have thought, okay, we've got skill plans, this is great. Okay, let's make it so you can have a skill queue here. Still, we'll just move all the categories into the skill plans area. We'll adjust the icons. We'll allow it so you can minimize the icons, and it would, since we have the training queue on the character sheet, we won't need a training queue space here, and therefore we can populate all this upper space here with the categories. We've got way more space now. Let's start making more categories like capital ship. Let's split up the resource processing. Let's split up the gunnery, capital. So you could take all the capital stuff out of drones and gunnery, put it into a new category for capital ships. We could split up the science. We could split up resource processing, and eventually you could have a system where you would, ideally, you wouldn't have to scroll when you open this up. You'd have 4 columns. Let's get realistic though. So you've got a skill plan. You want to edit the skill plan. You've got it over here. Great. Okay, so you've got only room for 2. That's fine. You've only got space for 3 columns here. That's fine. Let us minimize this so we can have more skill queues here. And when we finish it, we can go back to our skill catalog, and we'll have all the space, the training queue, like I said, over here. That'd be great, because we know they've done it before. It's not, they can say, well, that's impossible. It's like, no, you for freaking almost 2 decades you've had it on this thing, so fix it. This is not me saying, oh, this is me saying they need to fix this now. This is something they can do before they get fixated on, the next new thing of theirs. They're probably already yelling about it, and they're sweating meetings already. So minimize it. You have more categories. That would make sense. less scrolling, 4 columns would be great, and alphabeticalized this way, like the old way, because just because you think, oh, the old bitter vets are like complaining because it's new and it's change, and it's no, you're changing it for change, and you're not thinking about the functionality here, because noobs are going to be really frustrated by this when they go for, they've only got 2 columns. When they open this up, they're going, well, I can't play my game. I want to make it floating, and then all of a sudden they either have to go full screen, or it's like, but it doesn't make sense. It literally does not make sense, and not to mention, if you have the skill key over here, and you've got more space, allow us to press the button, or have all the buttons functionality on this side too. Oh, but not to keep the history. I'm just using this as an example. So a visual aid. I'm not telling you to change the bloody history. But of course, he wants us to change the history. Let's get rid of the history. So, yeah, I don't have a lot of faith in CCP at all. They've let us down so many times. Anyway, so this is not, oh, the community has to bring it to them. No, it's, you should have sat down and gone, okay, their design philosophy looked like, we don't want to make it look like spreadsheets in space, so we'll keep all the scales in one panel so it doesn't confuse people. And how divorced from reality do you have to be to not get that this game is spreadsheets in space? So, we don't want to make it more spreadsheet. It's like, wait, you had a functional system. Keep it functional. Make it more functional. Help us go, okay, I want to make a skill plan with my current queue. But if you go in the skill plans and you create a plan, you can't see your skill queue. So where does that even start to make sense, CCP? Like, seriously, you're just embarrassing yourselves. So yeah, that's pretty much in a nutshell what's going down. There are some functional current problems I have with the system that if you share this with somebody and they initially click on this, unlike you, they'll get an error message the first time they click on it, so they have to click twice, which is just ridiculous because the error message is skill plan not found. It's the same kind of thing when you go into, and I swore it was only for Singularity, but it's actually for Tranquility as well, that you try to save something after you've created it, and it goes, it'll circle and timeout and go and can't save, and then you click it again and immediately it's saved. So it's like, what the hell, CCP? Why? It's sort of like when you I think leave your ship into your pod, get your pod out of the ship, add an upwell, and it gives you the error buzz, and it's like, you gotta be kidding me. And it's so half-assed. It's like, you CCP just didn't give a flying hoot, and even if people bring it to them as an issue, they don't see it as a defect. Their word for bug. They probably, it's just cosmetic. And it's like, it breaks immersion, you idiots. No. Immersion to us is like when we make the new player experience and we straitjacket people into watching our cutscenes you can't escape from, and everything about it is stupid, and then we shove you into the career agents that we've never actually dealt with the problems in there, and we don't care that the help people actually continually answer the same questions year in year out. We don't fix it because it's like. And this was supposed to be a short one. Take 3 is probably going to be longer than, oh god. Can I get in under 10 minutes? Can I do a review in under 10 minutes? Yeah, that's about it. There are some, like, the best things about this plan. I love their skill plans. I'm so excited about moving forward over through the years, tinkering with skill plans, fine tuning them, making them more noob friendly, tailoring stuff for noobs, tailoring stuff for veterans, tailoring stuff for our doctrine fits for alliance. All these wonderful things you could do with skill plans, and they just cock it up. Like, I'll work with it because CCP, you're not relevant to me. What you intend, completely not relevant to me. Like, the stuff I do, you have no idea. No idea about. None. You don't care, you don't give a shit, and you move on. And the next new patch, yay, we're so awesome. And it's like, no, you're not. You guys suck. You're not relevant to us. Take your GM week and your events and shove it up your crack and let us play the game without shaking or kicking the tipping over the freaking sandbox that we're trying to play in. And that other kids are kicking down our sandcastles as fast as they can. Yeah, and the cats are pooping in the litter box. It's basically full of poop. It's a litter box basically. So yeah, I have zero confidence they'll realize their error, that they've half-assed their way into being a laughing stock yet again. It's just, why are they hiding the shoes?